Hi, second grade. Welcome to math class. Today your learning target is I can subtract 3-digit numbers from 3-digit numbers. We'll be doing that today with base 10 blocks and a number line. I wrote an equation here, 362 subtract 151. We're going to find the difference by using base 10 blocks first. So when we use base 10 blocks to subtract, we draw or we make a model of the total. The total is 362. So I have 300, I have 6 tens, which is 60, plus 2 ones, 362. To subtract 151, I'm just going to cross off blocks. So I'll cross off 100, 5 tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 1 1. And now we'll figure out what we have left over. There are blank hundreds. Well, how many hundreds do I have left? Say it with me. 2. How many tens are left? There is 1. And there is 1 1. So I know my difference is 211. Let's double check that on a number line. I'll draw my number line and I'll position some numbers. I'm going to start at the end. I'm going to position 400 because it's the next 100. 362, the next 100 would be 400. So I'll position 400 and then I'll position 300 and then I'll position 200. Now, in order to solve my equation, I need to position the total. The total is 362. So I have to think about where I would position 362. I know it's between 300 and 400, but I have to think about what this middle number is to help me know where to position it. What is the distance between 300 and 400? Say it if you know it, 100. Well, what is halfway or in the middle of 0 to 100? It is, say it, 50. 50 is half of 100. So this middle number would be 300, say it, 50. Well, if this is 350, I like to think about it like this. This would be 360, 370, 380, 390. If this is 360, then 362 would be about right here. And now I've positioned 362. Now I need to subtract 151. The way I like to do it is I like to decompose by place value to help guide my thinking. I have to subtract 100. And then what's the value of 5 tens? Say it, 50. And then 1 1. So if I'm at 362 and I want to subtract 100, what would I position? 362 subtract 100 would be, say it, 262. And I know if 262 is about there, I think it looks like it would be about right here. I'll position 262. And now I'll draw my jump. And I'll label it subtract 100. That's a big jump. Now I've subtracted 100. Next I need to subtract 50. Well, I could subtract 5 jumps of 10, which would be 50, or I could take one giant jump of 50. Think about this. If I'm at 262 and I want to subtract 50, that means I'm going to subtract 5 tens. 262, subtract 5 tens from these 6 tens would be 212. So I am going to position 212 right here. I'm going to go a little bit lower. And I'm going to say subtract 50. If you want to take those 5 jumps of 10, feel free to do that. It will be easier for you to do on a piece of paper also to take those smaller jumps when you're writing with a paper and pencil. So do what you feel comfortable with. Now I've subtracted the 50. I've got one more to subtract. Well, what is 212 subtract 1? Say it, boys and girls. 211. So now I'm going to subtract that tiny little one. I'm going to go down a little lower so I have room. And now I'm at 211. I'll draw my jump. I'm going to label it out here, subtract 1. So now my difference shows the same thing. 211 is the same difference that I got when I used base 10 blocks. Let's just double check that I did things correctly, although I already know because my answer or my difference was the same. I still like to go back and say, okay, I positioned 362. Did I subtract 151? Let's check. 100 plus 50 is 150, plus one more is 151. So my work is accurate today. Today you'll be practicing using both base 10 blocks and a number line. Good luck with your assignment, and I'll see you tomorrow.